Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is Burntlumpia,
And this is Rosethorn Mage.
and today we're doing another playthrough of Kena Bridge of Spirits. And last time we left off here just making it to Rusu's Mountain. And let's see, we should be checking the objectives here in a second. If there's anything specific in there, I can't remember. Find Rusu, speak with Rusu to learn more about Taro's relics. Well, that will help, right? Because we don't know anything about Taro's relics.
Other than there's 3 of them.
There's 3 of them. When I was talking to Talk about it, when we were reviewing the last episode's footage, we were like, well, how does she know you need to find 3 of them?
Presumably it was in his memory.
Maybe. I never thought to look, but maybe it's in there. It just seemed kind of random. A lot of this stuff, when they explain it, it seems a little bit random because they're not really giving you full context, I think. As far as I can tell. I don't know. I'm probably just not looking deep enough into it.
I find it funny how the rots are just sort of like popping in the water not next behind you.
Yeah, I saw that too.
Just like flop, 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 or behind you. Are they behind you again? I like how there's a little flash of blue there when you do the double jump.
When you double jump.
Yeah. It's like you're jumping on the air.
I don't think we ever talked about the sound design for this game. There are a lot of interesting sounds in here. Most of them are really good. Like the sound of her swimming sounds really nice. A lot of the water effects sounds really nice. Here's a waterfall. Let's listen.
Nice.
Yeah, nice.
Though I feel like those are pretty easy to sample. You go to a pool, you go to a waterfall. So it's not that hard to find those audios. Or make those audios, I should say.
I always wondered what it would be like to be a Foley artist. I think it would be a cool job to do.
I'm kind of curious if how much of it's a Foley artist and how much of it's just going out and getting those recordings.
Getting those recordings makes you a Foley artist, doesn't it?
Because like Foley artist in my head is like I'm in a studio and I'm using things that aren't traditionally for that to get that sound. For example, like, okay, I'm not going to actually go out onto a cobblestone road and like walk on it and record it. That's like out in nature. I'm actually going to like get a pair of boots and pretend to walk it on. You know?
Yes, I understand. The things I always remember is when people record fighting scenes.
Mm-hmm.
So when people punch each other, it's usually some kind of vegetable, and they're just breaking that vegetable or like hitting the vegetable on something.
Right.
So.
But stuff like that, like I would consider that more of a Foley artist, where you're using non-traditional things to make that sound instead of just going and finding a real one. That looked creepy.
Did you see it?
Just peeking out behind the tree.
He's gone.
Like a squirrel.
Like a sugar glider.
Where they just go on the other side of the tree. But yeah, that was sort of creepy.
Ooh,
does he show up again, or is it a different one?
That is a new enemy type.
A new type.
A new type of enemy. So it will show up more often after this. Though the enemy types here, they're introducing a shield type, I believe now.
Huh.
So far you only see these little axe guys. You see the axe guys, and then you see the bigger ones. So there's the shield type.
Got it. It's funny that it's got a little face hole.
So he can see you. I do.
Wouldn't you want to protect your face?
Yeah.
Anyway, you do what?
I like how there are the general classes of them, but they do have variations between each one.
So they're a little more unique.
Yeah, so there are more than one type of little axe guy. I think. Either that or they're just... Aren't there?
Seems right.
It feels like there is some kind of variation there, but it can't be 100%.
With this random yellow glowy, what is that? Wart? Crystal.
Yeah. It's their weak point.
Yeah, that's funny.
Whenever the bigger ones die and they do that, right, they kind of disintegrate with, it looks like they're burning up, really. It always makes me think of the movie Blade. Did you ever watch Blade?
Don't really remember Blade.
There are 3 Blade movies to watch and a TV series. Have you seen any of them? Oh, look, they're up there in the trees now.
I don't remember if I did or not at this point.
You know who Blade is, though, right? The character Blade?
Just move on.
Alright. That's a no.
I might, but I don't know if I do or not.
That's okay.
So that's why I'm saying go ahead and move on, because I don't really know.
Well, I don't know.
Right over there.
We're just talking about it.
I know. I'm just saying, like, I might know who it is, but until I know more about it, I'm not going to recognize the name, so it doesn't really matter if you're saying, like, who.
Well, I was going to say who he was.
Okay, go ahead.
Blade is a vampire who hunts vampires.
Oh, yes, I do know Blade then.
See?
See, this is why I needed you to explain it. We're good.
Yeah, but I was gonna until you said stop, then I stopped.
I said move on, not stop.
Oh, well, I thought that meant stop.
No, as
Anyways.
in move forward in your description, because I don't know from just the name Blade.
Blade. Blade, the Daywalker.
Honestly, my brain was imagining an anime, and that's totally not the same thing.
They did make an anime too. I didn't like that one as much. Let's see what ability, if any, we get.
Spinning attack? Did I read that right?
Parry counter. So parry counter is when you can parry, it's when you
One of
can
Taro's
block at the right
memories.
time.
I should see where it leads me.
And the parry counter just lets you attack right away after the parry.
Anyway, real quick.
Yes.
Why did you mention Blade?
Oh, I was mentioning because when the bigger spirits die, they kind of disintegrate, and that's what
Oh,
the
a slower
vampires
way?
look like that when they die in
Got
Blade.
it. Got it.
Yeah. Blade is making a comeback nowadays, anyways.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Huh.
I read an article the other day, and they were mentioning that Blade has never really had much attention.
I guess that's true.
So he has his own, he has his comic book series, but for most of the time, people know him from being a part of other series.
Yeah.
So he'd be a part of Spider-Man, or
Oh.
there's a new game coming out that he's involved in.
It's a sign of regrowth. Death always leads to a new beginning.
Who's talking?
I don't know. I do know, but I'm not going to tell you.
Huh. There's that deer kind of shape again.
Yep.
I'm assuming that happens a lot in this game.
Deer shapes?
Yeah.
Seems like it. Let's see what's behind door number 1.
Whee!
I don't think they named what these are.
Yay, shrine has been cleared.
Yeah, but it is a little shrine, and it gives you some crystals.
He looks so happy.
Look at that, almost 1,000 crystals.
I'm kind of curious. The pattern behind its head, do you think that's like a halo? Or do you think it's a flower? Or what is it?
I didn't think of it being a halo until you just said that. I was just thinking that was its hair or something that's a part of its body.
It almost looks like flower petals to me. Like lotus petals or something.
Yeah, I wonder if we'll see something that looks like it, that's more animate.
I find it funny that I'm saying lotus petals and my hands are going behind my head and like reaching out because I'm trying to like symbolize it. But you can't see that, so.
A halo makes sense to me, though.
It would, because they're supposed to be like little shrines, right?
Yeah. Look at how much you can see down there.
That's scary.
That's
I
just
wouldn't want
where
to
we
get
came
that close to the edge. I think I'd be too scared.
in real life.
A little bit in game life too. I'd be afraid of falling off. Like, of course, when you play video games, you're not as scared as you would be in real life. But I have like this weird thing when I play
What's wrong
games
with
where
Rusu's
sometimes I'm
house?
like, well, I wouldn't do that in real life, so I'm not gonna do that.
Let's keep
Mm.
going.
Let's
Even
keep
though like
going.
it's probably fine for this video game character.
Look at the forest. He was mentioning that it looks weird over there
Wait, why?
because all the trees in that area are all brown. So it looks like there's something wrong with the
Where?
trees.
Oh,
Just
you're
the
not
same-
gonna look, so that makes sense. See, like I would never jump down to that ledge because I wouldn't know if I could get back up.
Oh.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I understand what you're saying.
What card? Oh,
There,
yeah,
did
you're
you
right.
see
I
it?
saw it.
Yeah.
Oh, like the tree branches and stuff are the wrong color.
So that path to the left is actually just blocked off or already. So usually, like I said, I would usually explore over there, but I found out in my second playthrough that you can't go that way anyways. Oh, look what we have down here.
Ooh, it's glowy.
It's a rot spirit.
Get it.
Got it. Good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jump, 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 jump. And back where you were. Oh, jumping there again?
Yeah, because there's more going this way. We turned around to go backwards.
I see.
But if you see that whole cliff, if you fall down over there, you'll just come back here anyways.
Oh,
So this is the correct path for this time. Because who knows if the environment will change at all later.
Do you actually know?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't think I don't think it will change much, if ever.
It's funny.
But a lot of times games that are like this,
Mm-hmm.
they call it Metroidvania style.
Why?
So it's meant that you
Metroid
you go
Castlevania?
through. Yeah, it's like Metroid and Castlevania. So you're meant to backtrack a lot.
Oh, got it. Which is really smart from a gamer, like producing kind of view. The scenes to make.
Yeah. Which also reminds me, there is another Metroid coming out. Oh my gosh, it comes out in like a week, I think. Oh
What?
man. Let me look it up real quick. I didn't pay attention to it, but I knew that the new OLED Switch was coming out soon, and that new Metroid.
When you say OLED, are you talking about the Nintendo Switch?
Yeah, the Nintendo Switch.
Got it.
Did I not say Switch?
You just said the new OLEDs. Probably, if you're watching this, it's probably already out.
Oh my gosh, so many
Your
text
phone
messages.
is talking so much.
I forgot my phone was my phone was off all morning, and
Oh, you just
it
turned it
died.
on.
I just turned
Got
it
it.
on.
I'm like, what happened? Why is everyone texting you at once? But no, it's just because you turned it on.
Wait
That's
a
fine.
Second.
Makes sense.
It was called Metroid Dread. I'll look at these messages later. Metroid Dread
So,
is coming out soon.
Does
Yes.
it have any reason with the glyphs too, or is it just the edges to pay attention to?
I think usually the glyphs that I notice are usually it means you have to jump over here, or this is where you go. So
Oh,
when
so
when
it's
the
just like
camera
a pay
swings up.
attention this way. Kind
I
of thing.
think mostly it is. But if you notice that one on the bottom, usually means you have to jump somewhere.
But like this one,
This one, I think, is just pointing at this is where you should go, or this is where something is. I don't know if it means there's a treasure here. Maybe we can notice that the next time we see glyphs. This is another bag of spirit mail.
Go deliver this.
Let's
to the
deliver it.
village. Okay. Maybe later.
All the way back at the village.
Of course it is.
Because that's where the people used to live.
I wonder what it would be like if there was actually a mountain with a whole bunch of just like people made villages and then left them empty on purpose for the spirits of that mountain to live in.
Sounds like a very Japanese thing.
Yeah, kind of. Very Shinto kind of thing.
Yeah, I don't know anything about Shinto. Can you elaborate?
So I don't practice Shintoism, so I don't really know.
Oh, okay. I thought you
But
would know.
I
though.
know like a little bit. Like I know it's supposed to be there's like spirits and everything.
Cool. So maybe we'll look
So-
it up and find out to talk about in the next episode.
But yeah, that's why they have like the little nature, like something like the longer some nature thing has been, the more powerful it is, and more of like a powerful deity it is.
Oh.
So like a river that's been there for a long time, or a tree that's grown for a very long time, or something like that.
Hmm.
So what's this glyph mean?
I don't know. It looks like the jumping one, but it's like sideways and there's two of it. I don't know. So I was thinking maybe it means a double jump.
Maybe.
Perhaps. What's next here?
Kind of curious if there's like a video game guide for
There
this,
she is.
and if they explain the glyphs.
There probably is. But
The
maybe
bridge
we
is
can figure it out
broken.
before we
Maybe
watch
the
other
rock can
stuff.
help.
Maybe they're
Oh
right gonna help.
no, maybe. Because it's
It's
broken.
broken. Oh, and they're very strong, so they can do this.
Whoa, they're
Hurry,
just
I
pulling
don't
it
think
back?
I can hold it for long.
I'm gonna make them wait.
Why?
Because I saw this path to explore. I must explore it.
So essentially, did they drop the rope?
You'll
They just, yeah, they just dropped the rope. So more crystals, some karma, and a
Uh-oh, gotta fight
cursed
some-
chest.
So scary.
I didn't notice
purple.
the first time that in this challenge you had to defeat everyone without getting hit, so they actually decreased your health to 1 hit. And so now I'm dead.
I was wondering why you turned so grungy all of a sudden.
Yeah, like when you said, "Oh, it's all purple," I didn't notice that when I actually played this. But anyways, you're not very far. Here's the bridge again. We'll just defeat everyone really quick.
Do you get it the second time now?
Yeah, I'll get it this time. I'm pretty sure they give you a hat. I'm gonna say that every time I see a treasure. I'm pretty sure there's a hat in there.
And then it might not be.
I'm pretty sure this one is the
So
feather.
yeah, like you look super grungy. I was wondering. I was very curious. Especially because if you look, I'm assuming the red blinking thing right there is your health bar.
That's the health bar.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, I don't know. I didn't notice a lot of things sometimes.
Oh, the image is slightly cute. And your health is back. Fantastic.
That music made me think of Lion King.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I guess so.
Meatalk mentioned
it
it.
actually
They. Oh, it's not a feather. It's a
It's
nest.
a bird's nest. Oh, that's so funny.
Meatalk mentioned that in the music they use a lot of. I can't think of what the type of instrument is. What it's like a general term for, but it's like xylophones
Hurry,
and
I don't
marimbas
think
and
they can hold it
things.
for long.
So I don't remember the classification of that. But they're kind of like keyboards, but you hit them with mallets. There's a lot of those kind of instruments.
Makes me think of like the percussion section of
looks
a
like it could have
orchestra
belonged
or
to one of the
something.
children.
Yeah. It belonged to one of the children.
If you're in marching band, those kind of things are in the pit.
What? What do you mean if you're in marching band? Why is there a pit in marching band?
There must be a relic.
It's not actually a
I need to
pit
find another way
but
around.
they call it the pit.
Oh, is it
It's-
just like if you're on the football field, they're just on the side,
They're in the very front, yeah.
in the very front of your formation?
So, if you're in marching band and you're doing like a show on the football field, oh, they're talking. I don't want to talk over them.
Oh,
They're talking. I don't want to talk over them.
Okay.
They're talking. I don't want to talk over them. their father?
I don't think it's their father, but I could be wrong too.
I have no idea. I wasn't paying attention enough. Darn it. Anyway.
I will tell you that is Rusu, and this is Rusu's house that we're at. So yeah.
That makes sense.
Anyways, you were saying about marching band.
So when you perform in marching band, like the end zones for football, those are like the sides, and like the front and back are the sides of the field.
Right.
So when you say the side, I thought of the end zones, not the front and back.
No, the sides. What do you call them? What do you call them? What did you say they were? Not the end zones, the other ones.
I call them the front and the back.
I think
Because that's the way you
I
face.
think people would call them the sidelines.
Most people think of the sidelines, yes.
But anyways,
So when you said the sides, I got confused because I was thinking the end zones. But they go on the side the sideline. Is that what you're saying? The sideline.
Whatever. I think everyone understands what you're saying.
Okay. But they go on the sideline where the announcers would be. That whatever that side is, that's the front, and that's where you put the pit.
They just call it the pit.
Yeah, because it's all the like pit instruments, like
Got it.
any big drums that can't be marched around, any xylophones and marimbas, all those things. Anything that you can't like pick up and march around with goes in the pit.
Don't they just? How come they just don't make a? Oh, look at that guy. They don't make a marching band version of marimbas.
No.
They make glockenspiels. Yeah, glockenspiels. They wear it like it hangs around your neck, and the glockenspiel is against your chest, and they play it.
It's a glockenspiel.
You don't know what a glockenspiel
No.
is? A glockenspiel is just basically a metal xylophone, more or less.
Oh. Well, how big is it?
It's not that big. I
Like
mean,
the
it
length
can
of
be.
your arm? Length of your chest?
The glockenspiels that they would use in a marching band is about the size of someone's torso.
Okay, that's probably why, because like the xylophones and like the big huge drums that go in the quote unquote pit are too big. You
I
can't pick 'em up.
guess you can just get smaller, whatever
But
drum
then the
wheels
sound's
are.
different.
Ladybug.
I mean, because there is like a drum percussion like group drum line,
Yeah, the drum line.
right? And of course they're picking up their drums, but I'm talking about like the giant ones that have like the really, really deep sounds and like stuff you can't pick up.
Yeah, I know. But they do usually have like marching band equivalents of things, I think. So like bass drums, people carry bass drums. What did we get? We got a bird's nest, a ladybug, and was there something else?
I don't think so,
Did they introduce a new one? Oh no, this is an old card already.
because you went back to the village.
But anyways, that's it for today. Not much again, but I think in the next episode we'll make it to Rusu's lookout. So we made it to Rusu's house, and it is corrupted,
Dun dun dun.
and I don't think we want to go in there. So let's not today. We can't anyways. So anyways, thanks for joining us today on this playthrough of Kena Bridge of Spirits. We hope you guys have a good night and join us on the next video. Bye.
Bye. Bye bye.